My name is Mia Goth and I play Hannah. To begin with, the script I thought was the most gripping story I ever read. Like, I didn't put the script down from start to finish, and I had to read it 3 times before I could actually fully wrap my head around what it is this story was telling. And also just what it is that Hannah goes through in terms of her journey and her arc that she goes through. You know, there's such a transformation that happens that is so intense and so painful at times, you know, to like really blossom and become the woman that she's always meant to be, that I really couldn't not be a part of it. We meet Hannah, and when we're first introduced to her, she comes across as like this extremely innocent, naive, and quite sheltered young girl, you know, and she's never really been encouraged or really felt the need to question perhaps like what it is Volma represents, or the sanitarium, or if there are like any like more sinister ulterior motives behind the sanitarium. And I think that's because she has this like really remarkable ability to like see the good and the beauty in all things, and like she has like the utmost loyalty and faith in everyone. One day she meets Lockhart and he in many ways acts like a sort of pinprick. You know, they kind of do it to each other. They're both like pinpricks to one another. But from that moment on, they then start to really question everything they once considered to be real and true, both like externally with what's going on around them and internally too, as who you are as a person and what it is you actually want and really like ultimately need, you know. But change never really is easy or fun or not painful, so it's a bit of an adventure that they both go through. With working with Gore, I've realized that he really does trust his actors. Like the people he casts, like he's really, like he knows that that's the right fit. So he really just kind of lets you do your own thing, you know, and that's a real gift in many ways, because as a result of that, there's a lot more space then to create and show him what it is that you've created and what you can bring to the table. Working with Jason has been a really wonderful experience. I think he's a really talented actor. He has a great ability to just step into his character at the drop of a hat. And I don't really know how to do that, but the way he does it is really quite incredible to watch. And he's very technical, and he has so many different ways of like tapping into his character. It's been really interesting working with him. I've always wanted to work with Dane. I love everything that he does. I think he's really, really talented actor, and he's a very giving actor. Like he's really willing to explore moments with you, you know, and I think that's a very rare trait in someone, in an actor. But it's been wonderful. I felt like I've really learnt a lot from him. Like he's very, it's very minimal what he does, but it's so effective. And sometimes you're working with him and it's hard to not just get pulled into that and what it is he's doing, because it's so brilliant. And I just feel very grateful to have had the chance to work with him. I loved it when we were shooting in Hohenzollern. We were shooting at the castle. For me, that was my favorite set. I mean, just to wake up every morning and see that view and work in that kind of environment was wonderful, because you really feel like you're in it, because you know you're definitely not in a studio. Hannah and Lockhart, I feel, come from 2 completely different worlds, and one day they end up meeting each other. And in many ways, they act as pinpricks to each other. They awaken each other, and they both begin to questioning everything, like everything they once considered to be real and true and honest, you know, both in their outside worlds externally, but perhaps more importantly within themselves internally, like who they are as people and what they want in life and what they need in life. And I think in each other they found a partner, a companion that they never come across before. Gore has really creative mind. Like the scope of what he's able to envision and see, it's really quite incredible. And working with Gore and coming to set every day, it almost feels like you're tapping into your inner 5-year-old. You know, it never feels like work. It always feels like playtime with Gore, because he trusts you, and so you instinctively trust him back. And as a result of that, there's a lot of space there to create and play and really just explore a moment.
Hey, it's Lisa here with a pretty cool movie extras fact. Now, the parting of the Red Sea and the Ten Commandments from 1956 is often considered the most expensive special effects in history. It involved matte paintings, reproduction, pyrotechnics, miniatures, water tanks, a 32-foot high dam, and 30,000 gallons of water. The parting was shot by pouring water into the tank and then playing the shot in reverse. Now, keep up to date with all the latest releases by subscribing to our channel and checking the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.